everybody. Today I'm talking about Sun in Virgo. This is from 16th of September to 17th of October. And Sun in Virgo actually is having quite a good transit. It is surrounded by Mercury and Venus, who are both going to be in Virgo for most of this period. And while they may suffer by being too close to the Sun, Sun itself is super energized and, giving us a lot of positive feedback. Of course, Virgo is an analytical sign, so let us explore how he expresses himself. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Sun in Virgo. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. So Sun in Virgo is a comfortable, good transit. It is from 16th of September to 17th of October. Mercury is already in Virgo, and Venus is going to join on 24th of September. So Sun is surrounded by the two benefic planets. He's happy in that place. Virgo is always a super analytical, perfectionist sign. And there are things with the Sun, whenever Sun changes signs, he is highlighting that area of your life. So what house that reflects from your ascendant or your moon sign. So that is the key factor, because over a 12-month period, Sun is pointing its light at different areas of your life. Usually when Sun is in a new sign, Virgo, that is that day on 16th is Sankranti. So it is a celebration of transition of energy, and usually we will not do anything during Sankranti. And then the other side, Sun in Libra, it is another Sankranti on 17th. So if you spend a little bit of time meditating, think about, say, on 16th of September, what passed in the last month, what is your planning, what are you thinking? That is a good way to spend your Sankranti. Usually people will do prayers on Sankranti Day, but it's not a good day to plan anything new. And then Sun is not having any difficult transits or even aspects. It's right at the end of Sun's transit. Mars will have an aspect, but it's not totally direct aspect. So I would say that it's not very disruptive. One of the important things about Sun in Virgo is that it is opposite Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter is in full dignity in Pisces, and it is going to be blessing the Sun throughout the Sun in Virgo transit. So Sun is actually very positive just now. Because he is surrounded by all benefic energy. Mercury, Venus are in the same sign as the Sun, and Jupiter throughout this transit is in opposition. So a lot of good thinking, good ideas, good support is coming to you, and you can make the most of it. And of course, if you're Leo, then Sun is in a very loved up position, loved up not just romantically, but with nice friends and nice energy for you this month. However, we are going into a more disruptive time. So I would say to enjoy this period, to make the most out of it. Also, there are two festivals during this time. Right now, we are in Shraddh. Shraddh is remembering the ancestors. You can go on my website and read up about the festivals I have given there. And Shraddh is honoring your ancestors and, thinking about how you can honor them, work with them. And at the end of Shraddh comes Mahalaya Amavasya. It's a 15-day festival where usually we will not plan any new programs or events during this time. Start any new projects. You can do your usual stuff, but any new projects are not done at this time because we are thinking of those who passed on, who have left the legacy for us, and whose giant footsteps we are walking. The last day of Shraddha is known as Mahalaya Amavasya, and this year it is falling on 25th of September. And this is the day it is believed that all the forefathers come down to earth. And we may want to celebrate by offering donation, food in their memory, doing something good in the memory of the forefathers. There's a lot of complicated ritual that you can do, but I'm just giving you some simple ideas. And immediately after Mahalaya Amavasya are the 9 nights of the goddess. So we celebrate Navaratri, 9 nights of the goddess. All is happening with Sun in Virgo. So it's a festival time, people celebrate it, and then, we are coming towards a serious festival season, but we are also, after Sun goes into Libra, are setting ourselves for eclipses and Ketu conjunctions, and so quite a lot of unsettled energy later on. So we are, making use of this Sun's transit while being aware that there are some turbulent times ahead. So how does it affect you? Remember, we can look at from your ascendant and moon sign. Aries, 6th house, Sun is transiting your 6th house in Virgo. That means health, healing. Those are the things you can think about. You can also think about how to deal with competition. Sometimes, you may find that you're experiencing some competition at work or at other areas of your life. So be aware of that. Taurus, Virgo is your 5th house. So this is a pleasurable energy to focus on children, on your creativity, on higher mind. Maybe you want to do some mantra practice, something more spiritual. Think about your personal deity as well. Taurus, you have to be a little bit conscious that Venus is going to get combust during this time. I'll make a separate video about Venus, and you may feel burnt out and you may be overdoing things. So you should watch the Venus video that will follow. Gemini, Sun is in your 4th house. Now, this is usually a good transit focusing on home, happiness. But for you, because first, Mercury will be retrograde till 2nd of October, plus it is combust. So this early part of the Sun in Virgo transit maybe not so straightforward and easy for you. But after the 2nd of October, Mercury is in exaltation without so much combustion. So being careful early part of this transit and then enjoying the benefits of both Sun in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo. Cancer, Virgo is your 3rd house. This is the house of communication, short travels. Also, if you want to say something to other people, this is a good time also to connect with your siblings. 3rd house deals with brothers and sisters. So if you have not been in touch with them or you are in touch with them, this is a good idea to connect even more at this stage. Leo, Virgo is your 2nd house connected to money. Sun is also in the 2nd house. 2nd house is about savings. And this will be a good time to think about how you're going to save money. And annually at this time, have an eye on your investments, on your savings. Also, 2nd house is to do with the food you eat and how you speak. So if you want to focus on those areas as well, this would be a good time to do. Also, your 2nd Lord Mercury is there. And I would say especially after 2nd of October. Now, I've already spoken about this in the Mercury video, so I'll put a link to it. But it is important that you think about your financial health at this stage. Virgo, of course, Sun is your 12th house ruler. and it is coming into the Lagna. Now, this is what is interesting about Sun's transit is not so much the house he rules. We do keep an eye on that, but it's focusing on you, yourself. What do you want to do? What is your future plan for the year? And I think that what is important to remember is that as Sun goes into Virgo, Mercury is retrograde, Mercury will be combust as well. So the first half is more about conserving your energy, looking after yourself. And then the second half of the Sun in Virgo is more focus on yourself, to think about what do you want, and opportunities will be there. I would say one little concession to the 12th house is that to watch your expenses. Libra, Sun in Virgo is in your 12th house. So 12th house is the house of expenses. It's a house of spirituality. So this is usually a time not to start any major expenses. And really, we don't start any major project during Shraddh. So it's also a good idea not to do some expenses during that time. So wait till later on. But because both Sun and then later on Venus is also in your 12th house. So do manage your expenses. Also, you can do something more spiritual. Sometimes, you'll be making effort and not getting reward for it. So that can be quite frustrating. And I feel that you should listen to my Venus video, which I'm going to put up in the next few days. Scorpio, Virgo is your 11th house. 11th house is house of profit, earnings, and this can be a great transit for you. You are getting results of all the work you have done professionally. Money is plenty, and enjoy it. Sagittarius, Sun in Virgo is your 10th house, so professional life. 10th Lord Mercury is also there. Lot of concentration on Virgo. There may be many opportunities for you to develop and increase your visibility as far as work is concerned. And I would suggest to you that every year when Sun goes into Virgo is a good time for you to think about your professional life. And the second most important thing is that Jupiter is aspecting Sun as well. And we have your Lagna Lord strong in Pisces aspecting your 10th house as well. So it's like a double positive energy for you. Capricorn, Virgo is your 9th house, study, knowledge, guru, father. So this is a good transit. Also, it is focusing on positive areas of your life. As Capricorn, you have Saturn in the Lagna, so sometimes life is not the easiest at this time. Or if your moon, Capricorn moon, you're having some delays, obstructions. So what Sun is telling you, do your dharma, do your duty, focus on some education, learning, honor your gurus, teachers, advisors, and focus on that area, and that will also be productive for you. Aquarius, Virgo is your 8th house. So this is not the best transit for you. 8th house brings sudden transformation, change. 8th house is also a house of research, secret knowledge. So if you want to research something, look deeper into some aspect, then this would be a good time. Don't make changes because Sun has gone into Virgo, because it's going to go away. It's only a 1-month transit and happens every year. But I would advise you, this is not the best time to make any major decisions. Pisces, Sun is in the 7th house, so you're thinking relationships, partnerships, love. It's not that Sun in the 7th house will bring relationships for you, but he's shining a light on that area. So if you're looking for relationships, then this is a good time to think about them. Also, Jupiter aspecting your 7th house as well, and 7th house ruler Mercury is also there. So it's definitely bringing some nice relationships. Mostly 7th house is love relationships, but it can also be helpful for work. Now, Sun does rule your 6th house. So if you're feeling some block in your relationship, then, wait for this transit to get over before making any decisions. So that is it for today. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. Thanks.